I want you to stop whatever you're doing right now and listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you, it's not a ghost story. There's no demon, no supernatural explanation. What hunted me for 3 days in those woods was a person, and that is so much worse. My name doesn't matter. What matters is that I made it out, barely. And I need you to know what I learned, because if you ever go hiking alone, this could save your life. This happened 2 years ago in the Appalachian Trail, somewhere in western North Carolina. I've never spoken about it publicly until now. I've been hiking solo for 6 years. I know the trails. I know what to pack. I know the rules. Rule number 1. Tell someone where you're going. Rule number 2. Stick to the marked path. Rule number 3. Trust your instincts. I broke all 3 rules that weekend. It was a Friday afternoon in October. The leaves were turning orange, red, gold, and the weather forecast showed 3 clear days. Perfect. I threw my 40-liter pack in the car, texted my roommate, "Going hiking, back Sunday," and drove 3 hours into the mountains. I parked at a small trailhead I'd used once before. Remote, quiet, almost no other cars. Almost. There was one other vehicle, an old dark green pickup truck, mud-caked, no plates visible. I noticed it, didn't think much of it. I should have turned around right then, but I didn't. I laced up my boots, adjusted my straps, and headed into the trees. The first few hours were perfect. Cool air, birdsong, the satisfying crunch of leaves under my boots. I made it to my first campsite, a flat clearing near a stream, set up my tent, cooked dinner, and fell asleep by p.m. I had no idea I was already being watched. I woke up Saturday morning feeling uneasy. Not scared, just off. Like when you walk into a room and can't remember why. I packed up camp and kept moving north along the trail. Around mid-morning, I stopped to drink water and check my map. And that's when I heard it. Footsteps. Behind me. Maybe 200 meters back. I turned around. Nothing. Just trees. Hikers pass each other all the time. I shrugged it off. Kept walking. But here's the thing, nobody ever passed me. In 6 hours of hiking, not a single person caught up, passed, or came from the opposite direction. The footsteps would stop when I stopped. Start when I started. By afternoon, I noticed something else. Branches. Broken. Just off the trail to my left. A pattern too regular to be an animal. Something was moving parallel to me, through the trees, keeping pace. My chest tightened. I'm a rational person. I told myself, it's a deer. Maybe another hiker taking a shortcut. There's an explanation. So I did a test. I suddenly stopped dead still and held my breath. The woods went silent. And then, I heard breathing. Slow. Controlled. Not an animal. Not the wind. A person was standing in those trees, maybe 30 meters away, completely still, watching me. I turned and looked directly toward the sound. I saw nothing. But I felt eyes on me. I kept walking. Faster now. My campsite for night 2 was 3 more miles ahead. I told myself I just needed to get there, start a fire, and everything would be fine. I was wrong. I reached my second campsite as the sun dropped below the ridge. I built the biggest fire I could manage. Stacked the wood high. Flames 3 feet tall. Fire keeps animals away. Fire makes you visible to rescuers. Fire gives you comfort. But fire also shows exactly where you are in the darkness. I sat with my back against a large rock, facing the tree line, eating cold beans from a can. Too afraid to make noise opening anything crinkly. Too afraid to use my headlamp. At 11:14 p.m., I remember the exact time because I checked my watch. Something happened. A twig snapped. Close. 20 feet, maybe less. I froze. Then another snap. To my right. Then another. To my left. Whatever was out there was circling my camp. I grabbed my bear spray in one hand and my knife in the other. I stared into the darkness beyond the fire. My eyes couldn't adjust. The firelight destroyed my night vision. For 40 minutes, I sat like that, shaking, sweating in the cold air. And then it stopped. Silence. I didn't sleep that night. Not a single minute. I sat by that dying fire until gray light crept through the trees at dawn, and when daylight came, I found the footprints. Heavy boots. Large size 12 or 13. They circled my entire campsite. The closest ones were 8 feet from where I'd been sitting. 8 feet. Whoever this was, they had been close enough to touch me. I had a choice. Keep going north deeper into the trail, another full day from the trailhead, or turn around and go back the way I came. I chose to go back. 2 miles back to a ranger station I'd passed on day 1. Here's what I didn't know. They were already ahead of me. I moved fast, almost jogging, pack bouncing, breath ragged. I kept checking behind me, nothing visible. But that sound was back. Footsteps, parallel to the trail, in the trees. After an hour of hiking, I came around a bend and stopped dead, in the middle of the trail. A pile of stones, arranged in a perfect circle. Inside the circle, a single dead crow, wings spread open. That wasn't there yesterday. I had walked this exact path less than 24 hours ago. Someone had placed it there during the night, for me to find. A message. I'm watching you. I'm ahead of you. There's nowhere to go. I nearly vomited. I pulled out my phone. 1 bar of signal. I called 911. The call connected barely, and I gasped out my location. The dispatcher asked me to stay calm. Said she'd send rangers. Said stay on the trail. Keep moving toward the station. The call dropped. I ran. I was half a mile from the ranger station when he stepped out of the trees. He was tall, heavy build, wearing a dirty orange hunting jacket and a dark cap pulled low. No, I said. My voice came out steadier than I felt. Rangers are meeting me up ahead. Something shifted in his expression, just slightly. Haven't seen any rangers, he said. They're coming, I said. We stared at each other for 5 seconds that felt like 5 years, and then I heard it in the distance, the sound of a vehicle on the access road. An engine. Getting closer. His eyes flicked toward the sound. I ran past him, gave him the widest berth I could, and sprinted the last half mile to the ranger station, screaming the whole way. 2 rangers met me at the gate. They'd received the 911 call. When they went back to look, the man was gone. The knife was gone. The stone circle was still there. The boot prints were still there. They never found him. The green pickup truck at the trailhead was gone too. No plates. No witnesses.